Hello and welcome. So my name's Katie, I'm a personal stylist in Kent, and today I want to show you how I do my everyday makeup look using Mary Kay products. So I'm going to start with a primer. My skin is, I'm 41 years old, my skin is not too bad. I am suffering a little bit with breakouts around here, which is a hormonal area. So I've gone in with a really simple skincare routine using the Time Wise Miracle Set for dry to sensitive skin. And I'm going in with just a little bit of the primer, which is a clear, unfragranced product. And I'm just going to pop it on, starting in the middle by my nose, pushing and patting it in to the skin and just smoothing it out everywhere else over the face. So next step, I am going to use, because it's just a day-to-day, everyday look, I'm going to use some CC cream, which is colour correction cream. So this is a tinted moisturising foundation, if you like. And you can see it's well used, very skinny. I use the light to medium. It comes in 4 shades. It comes in a light, light to medium, medium to deep and deep, and covers many skin colours. So I've just popped it again on my fingers, and sometimes I use fingers, sometimes I use a brush, but today I'm just going to go in with fingers. Now fingers are good because you can keep them clean nice and easily. We don't waste product because it comes straight off our fingers and onto our face, and our fingers are warm, so it's malleable. Helps it go into the skin better. Brushes are fab. I don't dislike a brush or a sponge, but they need to be kept clean regularly. I have actually been using a brush more recently, and they can use up quite a bit of product. So you can see I'm patting, smearing, smoothing all around the face, and it's giving me a nice coverage under the eyes and everywhere else. Here sometimes I feel I want a little bit more, so I would go in with my concealer if I wanted to and just pop a tiny bit. This is where I need to get a close-up in the mirror and gently pat around these areas. They just need a bit more hydration, and I've had a bit of a breakout because I've been playing with different products. So if I stick to my Time Wise Miracle Set, it should clear up. It's starting to feel less irritable. So next up, I have a similar tube. You see we've got 2 here. One is a concealer, and I'm using Deep Ivory. And the other is the Under Eye Corrector, which only comes in 1 colour. And it's got a slightly red undertone to it, which is what's going to combat any circles under the eyes. So if I show you on one first, it'll brighten. So still overall got a nice thin lightweight coat of foundation in that CC cream, and then I'm just correcting a few other areas that I want a little bit extra help. You can see how much lighter and brighter that is. So if we go back in on this side, you don't need a lot at all. You don't want to build it up and it be too cakey. And then just using the fingers, tapping and patting and blending under the eye, and that should help really lift up my eye area. Let me sort this curtain out so you get a bit more lightness from the window. There you go. So that is my base. Now I've taken all the colour out. I need to add some stuff back in. So we're going to start with a bit of blusher. And you can see here I've got the Mary Kay palette in all the colours that are good for light and cool like myself. You might be smoky and cool. You might be just cool and bright. This is a good base for you. So I'm just taking a little bit of that blusher, which is a very natural, I think this is Rogue Rose, and I'm keeping it high up, taking it up to the hairline, but not bringing it too far in. And go back in again. Always good to tap off the excess. And again, straight up to the hairline, not bringing it in too far. A little bit of a semicircle shape going on there, and we just added a bit of warmth. Then I'm going to take a little bit of the bronzer. You could do this with a blusher as well, and this is Latte. And I'm going to, because I've got quite a high forehead, I'm going to pop it along the hairline here to help bring that down. If you've got a shallow forehead, you don't need to do this. If you feel a little bit larger under here, you can just dust a bit of excess, and that'll just help push it back and make it less of a dominant feature. So colour on the cheeks. Next up, we'll go for the eyes. So having a look in here, I've actually been playing with this new quad, which I've not had. That's one whole piece here, look. And this is a magnetic palette. So if I carefully pull that out, you can see that one is, whereas these are all individuals. So you can build your palette up however you like. And you can see mine's a little bit on the dirty side. So it's not dirty, it's just dusty from where I've used it non-stop. So we are going to go in with a big fluffy brush and my natural light shade here. I'm going to tap off the excess and I'm going to go in. And now I like to put this colour all over to create a really good base for the rest of my eyeshadows, whether I'm doing a really simple look or if I'm going to town for a night out. I'm putting a bit more on. We want the light colour up here under the brow bone to help lift here, and then I'm going to go in with this colour here, which is the top one on the quad. It's a shimmer. It's also light, but it's a shimmer, and I'm just going to put that on my eyelid. Now bring it into this area here, into the corner, and that will help open and lighten and brighten the eye. Can you see that? Go again on the other side. And at this point, you don't need to be too precise. You can whack it on, don't be scared of it. Next up, I'm going for a slightly thinner brush, something that is smaller than the last one. So I'm going to go in with this one. This one's slightly angled, but you could go for something that's more rounded, like a crease brush. So that end would be good. I haven't got my Mary Kay crease brush here. I've been washing all my brushes so they're all clean. So next up, I'm going to, because I'm wearing pink, I'm going to take this pink shade here. Could go in with this nude here. Brown. The pink, what's the pink called? Dusty Rose. Now, I'm in my early 40s, so I want to lift everything up. I don't want my eyeshadow to come anywhere down here. It's going to make my eye droop down. So I'm going to turn this brush to one side. Let's see if you can see this well. And I'm going to draw a shape here. We'll draw a shape, pat it on so that I know it's pointing up and it's not coming down. Once I've done that, I can then start taking it across into the crease, but keeping it again higher up. I don't really want it to come down too far, and creating sort of a semicircle. Hopefully you can see that there. So I'm not going to worry too much about it now. I'm going to go back to the other side. So bearing in mind I want to keep it up, so pointing it up and then bringing it around and into the crease. Then once I've plonked that colour on, I can start blending it out. So start making back and forth, maybe circular shapes, having a look straight into your mirror so you can really see what you're doing. And then if you feel like you've gone wrong anywhere, you can go back to your original brushes. Now I'm not going to fill this one, but if you wanted to, you could put some more of the light shade on. But I'm just going to go back and forth over what's there and blend it out. So hopefully you can see that's really helped add a bit of definition, and even though it's pink, it's still quite a natural colour on me for my night cool complexion. So next up, we're going to take an angled brush like this one. See, it's also well used, and take this shade, which I would use, I think this is, can't remember, hazelnut? No, hazelnut's warmer, so that would give to a light warm. Cashmere Haze, knew I'd get there in the end. So I'm going to take some of that onto this brush, tap it off, and then I'm going to pop it on my eyebrows. Now, as a blonde, I do naturally have quite light eyebrows, so I like to add the definition and bring them back, but they really do help frame the face and open everything up. Can you see that? The difference it's made? And I will go through and blend it out a bit, but I'm just going to take that, follow my natural shape, fill in the areas where they're really blonde, and then come in and add a little bit here by pretending to create lots of little fine brow hairs. So there you go, that's that done. Again, you want to try and bring it up to lift your face. The more you bring your eyebrow up, the more it's going to open up the face and lift you. So at this point, I'd either get a spoolie sort of mascara wand, if you like, that's empty, and brush them to blend it. Or if you want to set them in place a bit more, if you're lucky to get one, because I think these are gone now. This is the Clear Brow Styling Gel, but they do come in colours as well, so you can add a bit of thickness. But as I say, I don't really want to go too nuts because I'm so fair. I don't want to go too bonkers, so I'm just going to help set them and brush them out with the clear gel. There you have it. Now, I quite like eyeliner. Are you an eyeliner wearer, or are you a bit scared of it? Let me give you some tips if you're scared of it. So first of all, we get several colours. I'm using one of our old ones, so they're very similar to the new ones. The difference is that the new ones are slightly bigger and they're waterproof. But I'm going to use this one because I'm using up my old, and I'm taking a brown. Black is too heavy. It's quite heavy for most of us. It's definitely too heavy for me because it's a dark, deep colour that's good on cools, brights and deeps. I'm better in greys, blues and browns. So we have a brown, we have the steely grey, we have a denim blue, and we have black as well. And actually we've got some new ones being launched at the moment. It's January 25 and we've got some purples and some greens. So head over to my page and find out more about that this month. I'm actually excited. I've ordered the green one, so I'm interested to see what that's like when it comes. So you can see I've just plonked that on, and next up I'm looking for a small brush, something that's angled like this one. This one looks like it's had it a little bit. We've got this one. Anything that's flat and is going to help blend our line out. So we're going to just go over that creamy eyeliner and tickle it up against the lash line, blend and soften. So it doesn't matter what eyeliner you're using, I would always recommend blending. So next up, I'm going to take it underneath. So you see I didn't actually put any under, I'm just using the excess that's on the brush, and that's a slightly softer way, kind of way of doing it. If you don't blend your liner, give it a go. It really does make a difference. Tickling that under there, just using my camera. So hopefully I've done an all right job because I can't really see what I'm doing. Put the lid back on because they do dry out. I'm very good at forgetting that. Next up, mascara. So I've got a couple of mascaras. The one I want to use today is the Lash Love Mascara. We have loads of different ones. So if you love a thick, big lash, if you like a more natural lash, have a little look at the range because there's something for everyone. So now I need my mirror again so I can really see what I'm doing. But give you an idea, this has got these little plastic bits on there, so it's nice and easy to use. Not a big, fat, scary one. And just apply. So I had my lash lift and tint done at the end of last year, and my lashes are starting to look a little on the messy side. Some are growing out straight, some are going up, so still got a bit of an effect of the lash lift and tint. But this brush is great because it's combing through them really easily. So once I've applied this, I'm only going to use one coat. I'm going to grab a lip liner and lipstick. Now you'd think for an everyday look, a lot of people like to go natural and nude. But as a stylist, my style personality is dramatic. So I don't mind a pop of colour. And as a light, cool but bright, I like contrast in my look as well. So you'll often see me with a bit more impact on my lips. And that is why. So first of all, I'm going to take Hot Pink Lip Liner. This is one of the new ones that's waterproof, and you can really see, let me show you the size of the pencil and how they've increased the size of the product. But they've also increased the longevity of them because they're both eyeliners and lip liners are waterproof. So I'm going to go in with my line. And if I wanted to go on a big full impact, I would colour the whole lip in as well. But I'm actually using my lip liner to help give my lipstick a bit more impact. So I've got this on. I want to blend it with my finger because I do want the colour all over my lip, but just not in a really thick, bold way. So that's still quite a bit of impact, and you could just put a lip balm or a lip gloss over it. You could colour the whole lip in a pencil, and then that matte waterproof finish is going to stay with you all day. Let me put the lid on. I'm being really good with my lids today. But I want to take a slightly more neutral colour, like my favourite Raspberry Ice. Hands up, have you ever run out of a lipstick? If it's a no, that might be A, because you're losing them, or B, because you're buying colours that you don't fall in love with. That used to be me. I've got a drawer full of lipsticks that I just dip in and out and don't necessarily use them all up. When I came to my Mary Kay with my colour analysis, I started to use products up because I was loving them, so I was wearing them all the time. And this is a really lovely colour for a cool ladies, soft cool, light cool, as a natural. Can you see that there? So it's got the pinkness, but it's got a natural vibe to it. I'm having to use my finger because I thought I had a lip brush with me, but I haven't. That must be in with the washed one, so I'm just going to take some out with my fingernail and pop it and blend it in. There's enough in there. There you go. So it's knocking it back a tad, making it a little bit more natural, giving it that nice creamy finish that a lipstick does, and helping to finish the look off. So let me grab my glasses, because you normally see me with a pair of glasses on, and I'll get up and walk away and think, oh, I look weird. There you go. They need to clean. But there you go. You get the idea. So there is the final look. If you've got any questions and you would like prescription makeup, which means I help match you to the best shades for you based on your hair, skin and eye, or if you just know there's products you love that you want to have a go at, I'll pop the link in below so you can order from my website. You'll go through, pick what you want, it sends me an email, and then we can chat and I can get payment and your address and deliver to you. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to hearing from you. Bye for now.